Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, DJ Rob 45, with my guys, the Nasty Boys, Waze, OG, and my guy Dejan in here with us this week. What's up, D?
What's the deal? What's happening, bro? Good to be
Um,
back.
man, thank you. Thank you for joining with us this week. Uh, I got a lot of dumbasses this week. I got three of them, and there's a lawyer that's a dumbass too. Coming from Michigan. So I got a story from Michigan, I got a story from Minnesota, and a couple other dumbasses.
I like it.
And then we're gonna talk about the Eminem album that just dropped.
Man, I haven't had a chance to listen. Let's go.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Slim Shady is back. So
Can I ask a
first,
question?
what's that?
I do. I love the dumbasses. How come we don't never had no dumbasses from Minnesota? We didn't
I
have
just said we got one from Minnesota. Man, we've had plenty of dumbasses from Minnesota.
not more than
Plenty.
Detroit.
Well, they because a couple of them just keep popping up,
Yeah.
you know. But
Okay, all right. I
hey,
see what's going on.
hey, we have
Well,
a lot of dumbass. In fact, tonight I got a dumbass from Minnesota and a dumbass from Michigan.
Minnesota dumbasses are
It
just
just happens to
different.
be there's two from Michigan.
No, it's cool. Okay, look at that.
Damn. Wasn't sure if he was talking about the stories or the goddamn chat room. What the hell's going on? Let's get it, man.
All right. Dumbass number one. A California car thief paints his face black in an attempt to escape the police.
Did it work?
No.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
Was he white?
Yes, he was.
2 charges. I don't care. I don't care. Nope. That's a hate crime.
D, what's in you?
Huh?
Yeah, what he say?
He ain't saying nothing. What's the next dumbass, man? Who
Right,
else?
I thought he said Beanie Siegel. I was like, what?
right.
That's all I was like,
All right.
huh?
A man committed he fled a traffic stop, right? And he ran straight to the police academy.
Was he in
What
danger?
is that story, man? We did this story before.
No, he didn't.
I don't know if I remember that, but
This was the one oh wait, no, this one.
I ain't know.
This was in Biloxi, Mississippi. We didn't do this one before.
oh, Biloxi, Mississippi. No, we haven't
When
talked
did
about
that happen?
Biloxi.
When did this happen?
2014.
We've done this story.
No, we haven't. We haven't done that one.
Yeah,
I swear to
we've done
God,
this
we
story.
haven't.
I swear, I'm telling you,
Okay.
I know this story. We've
I'm
done this story.
I don't say I cannot say I recognize this story, so I got to hear the rest of it because what
That was it. He was fleeing from the cops and ran into a police academy. That's
he said.
I've done this
Okay,
damn story,
He
man.
said, "I will only surrender to the
This
rookies."
nigga, you gotta stop. You gotta stop rehashing old stories, man. I've done this story.
I didn't. I haven't done this
I
story.
did.
I was
We
so
on the same
confused.
network.
I haven't heard you do this story. So
We've done that story. You don't.
Okay.
You smoke a lot more than I do. See, you do a lot of stuff that fucks with your brain cells, so you don't remember as well. I remember. We've
Okay.
done this story. I'm telling you, I know it for a fact.
Okay. Did we do the one about the bank robber in Minnesota that locked his keys in the getaway car?
No.
That is a Minnesota thing. This bro had to call AAA. All right, I like that. I like that dumbass. That Minnesota earned that one.
with a hanger, trying to get the door unlocked.
He's like, look, I'm at the U.S. bank.
He out there with a hanger trying to get to Jimmy the lock. Ugh.
He said, how fast can y'all get out here? I need to be out like today, now, right now.
Just leave the car and run.
And the last dumbass, I only actually got one from Michigan.
All
It's
right.
the lawyer In Michigan, there's a judge that's actually becoming very popular on YouTube. Judge Simpson,
Okay.
I believe his name is.
I don't know him, but okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, he's actually becoming very popular on YouTube. He had this case today where the teacher choked out the kid, the 14-year-old kid. He choked him, he strangled him. The lawyer asked the judge for $2,500 in bond. The judge said, nope, $75,000 in bond. And then the lawyer asked him, can he actually just go stay with his mom in Ypsilanti?
That's how you know the kid was white.
Actually, no. Well, yeah, I think the kid was white, but the teacher was black, dreads and everything, long dreads. It was crazy. But the lawyer, to me, asking that is stupid as hell.
You know what? No, that's fair.
You're a teacher and you strangled a 14-year-old kid.
I don't care because it's equality. They would have done it for the white teachers.
It's okay if he goes stay with his mom.
Yeah. That's what he wanted for his bond.
That
Did he get it?
No.
Oh damn.
The judge said, didn't I just set an order? Didn't I just say something and that was it?
I'm going with the bank robber.
Yeah, I gotta go with the bank robber.
I think the Minnesota dumbass is the dumbest ass of them all.
I gotta go with the bank robber. Triple Al.
So the Minnesota robbery suspect who locked his keys in the getaway car. You are this week's dumbass.
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 With your dumb ass
of the week.
Yeah.
We gotta get a bite of Dijon with that with your dumb ass.
Has anybody heard anything of the Eminem album yet?
Of course, we all heard not
that one.
That's the only song I've heard so far.
I heard Toby.
I've been holding off of Toby. I'll be honest.
Was pretty dope. Toby was pretty dope.
I saw Toby was released. I've been hearing just crazy good reviews about it. I'm waiting for the album. Well, I know. Just hold on. I'm getting there. But I heard Toby. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for the album because I didn't really dig Houdini, but nah, I ain't doubting Slim in any way. So I honestly I have not been paying attention. I didn't know Slim's album just came out. So I haven't had an opportunity to listen.
Now, see, I like how you changed it from Eminem to Slim.
Oh, I got to keep it.
Because that's who came on this album is Slim Shady. And he's aiming to get canceled with this album, period.
Thank you.
That's my thoughts. He's aiming to get canceled with this album.
He's trying to be the Dave Chappelle of rap.
He's daring people to cancel him.
He's being the Dave Chappelle of rap.
Pretty much.
That's what he's doing.
No, I didn't know. If you're asking, I didn't know. I did not listen to it.
Okay.
I probably won't.
I'm not gonna lie, I am, because I want to know what he says that could possibly anger a lot of these snowflakes.
I'm sure. Eventually, I'll hear whatever's worth hearing. Is going to get released, and I'll hear it then. But I'm not listening. I don't sit and listen to Eminem albums.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not my style.
The very first track on the album is called Renaissance. And to me, what I got out of the track was he's saying that hip hop is actually going through a renaissance right now.
I can see that.
Where it's finna change in a drastic way.
Yeah. It's changed. It's obvious. I think that's a very accurate statement. I did look at the track list. There's only one song on there I really absolutely have to hear. And that's Guilty Conscience 2. That's the only song I have any legitimate interest in. I gotta hear Guilty Conscience 2 because Guilty Conscience was fire.
It wasn't that fire to me.
Different generations, of course. You know, so obviously the opinions on rap's going to be different, but I loved it.
I'm just not as big an Eminem fan. I'm slappy as you are. That's all. It's not about generation. I was doing radio at the time that came out.
Me too.
That wasn't a banger to me. No. I mean, it was cool.
No, but it was definitely not radio ready.
That brings up a topic. That brings up a question that I have because Waze is heavy about saying that Drake is not hip hop. He's pop.
That's just a personal feeling.
I posed the question: what makes Drake more pop than Eminem?
Honestly,
less hip hop.
I'll be honest.
Hip-hop. You know what? Because Eminem actually does do a lot of singing in this song.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't really differentiate it because of how much singing, but I don't know. I want it so hard. Here's the thing: I really want to defend to say, yeah, Eminem's pure hip hop. But when you pose a question like that, it makes me have to think about it. And the reality is maybe Eminem is kind of heavily leaning towards the pop due to the singing, because that is what makes me feel that Drake is pop.
Okay, so singing, first of all, I don't see singing as making it pop. Singing isn't necessarily pop. I sing, goddammit, I'm hip hop. Well, Lauryn Hill sings, she was hip hop. They're singing.
Remember, they tried to classify her R&B.
50 Cent sings. 50 Cent sings. There's a lot of singing in hip hop. Okay, so that's bullshit. That's just something that's an excuse to be a hater. That's all that is, because that don't hold no water whatsoever. The word pop is short for popular. Before it was called pop, it was called popular music. That's what they used to say, and then they shortened it to pop. Right. So you can be popular. You can be a popular hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Right. So you can be a popular hip hop artist and still be hip hop. It's just, but there's no way you can tell me that Eminem is hip hop and Drake is not. He's pop, because Eminem has far more fans that are not hip hop fans.
No, and I agree. But based on your statement, based on what you're saying, you kind of just proved my point.
How?
You just said it. Popular music. That makes what Drake has been releasing all these years pop.
Okay.
So
Eminem
now that he have a popular song, he has his first commercially successful song.
He's on the verge of going pop.
Yeah, so that's bullshit.
I'm just going to keep it 100.
Pop and pop.
Okay, so if you say popular music is pop, and what is popular is currently Kendrick Lamar, is Kendrick Lamar not currently on the verge of pop?
I don't see nothing about Kendrick.
Pop is a genre. That's what pop is a genre of music.
Taylor Swift is
okay. That's pop. Okay.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah.
Because of her following. But Drake is not a pop artist. He's never been a pop artist. He knows how to mix and mingle with the pop crowd. But that just exercises his artistry. He's an artist that knows how to go in and out. Just like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is not hard rock or heavy metal, but he can make that type of music. But that does not make him a rock artist, because he steps into the genre of heavy metal and rock. See what I'm saying? So Drake is not a pop artist.
No.
He's not a pop artist, never been a pop artist, but he can make pop music.
Let's face it, hip hop has become popular.
Correct.
Hip hop has become popular than it was back in the 80s. So it's more of a cultural question than it is about being a popular artist. So pop, the genre of pop used to be called popular music, and then they shortened it to call it pop music. And Michael Jackson is the king of pop.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not. If there's a lot of singers that are not considered pop, just like there's a lot of hip hop artists that sing, but they're still considered hip hop.
Like they don't consider Chris Brown a singer no more. They consider him a hip hop artist.
Yeah, but
okay, now let's not go that far.
Chris Brown is pop.
He's pop. He's R&B.
He's R&B and pop.
Yeah, I've never once said, okay, that's a good hip hop album.
He's not hip hop.
Yeah,
I
want
he's not hip hop.
Yeah.
I would say he would fall under the hip hop R&B genre.
Yes. There we go. I like that.
Huge hip hop audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? I've been drinking. I'm allowed to actually be honest and absolutely 100. When looking into the perspective of what me growing up, what pop was, Drake, no, I can't really consider him pop. And that's because I'm thinking, what is pop from what I grew up with? And pop was NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears. Drake does not sound like any of that. So if I'm to be absolutely 110% honest with myself, Drake is not pop. I don't know. I've never, obviously he has some really good hip hop songs. I'm not going to act like he doesn't. I don't know. I just, when it comes to culturally hip hop, I find it hard to connect with Drake, probably because of my own personal taste in hip hop, because hip hop's just not one straight genre. There's many different, you got backpackers, you got gangster rap, you got this and that. You know what I mean? So everybody has their own subgenre of hip hop they fall into. It's just maybe Drake's subgenre is not for me. And that's what I really should be saying. And I can't say any person who's against Drake right now, because you got a lot of people who's just bandwagoning Kendrick Lamar right now.
Yeah.
As well. So, but if anyone's to be honest, when it comes to the hip hop community, the honest answer is to say Drake's just not my flavor of hip hop.
See, I see Drake as what they tried to make Ja Rule. What the industry tried to make Ja Rule became Drake.
I can see that with less of an R&B feel, because Ja Rule tried to go in that hip hop R&B where he's more strong than hip hop.
Drake has more of an R&B feel to him. Drake has more of an R&B feel to him.
Drake has R&B hits, and he also has hip hop hits. Yeah.
Exactly. Ja Rule never had the real R&B hit.
He was successful at making that cross and doing both. And yeah, he did have commercial success where he crossed over to a larger audience. But he's not as big as Eminem.
No.
He ain't got 8 billion streams on one video.
With a non-hip hop fan club, Eminem has a bigger non-hip hop group of fans than anybody else. That's
absolutely
yeah. Right. You say something bad about hip hop, and a whole bunch of black folks about Eminem rather, and a whole bunch of black folks coming to his defense. No. Them white folks go hard.
Yeah.
For Eminem. Right? That's it. They just want to hit up. I can't wait. I'm dying for an Eminem album. I just want to hear him. Eminem the GOAT. Right? That's them. That's all. I mean, it's so to say that he's hip hop and Drake isn't. I don't hear him. I hear far more Drake in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hear Drake banging in the hood a lot more than I've heard Eminem banging in the hood. I've heard Drake banging in the club a lot more than I've heard Eminem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Drake got a lot more club bangs.
It just depends on the side of town you on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, because when you in Michigan, where I hang out at, you're not going to hear Eminem over here in the hood. But if I go somewhere like Ypsilanti or Arden Hills or, Rochester Hills, something like that, you might hear more Eminem out there because that's the crowd.
Ypsilanti.
Yes.
But Auburn Hills, but Ypsilanti is just like Compton.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's more of the Big Sean area, is what you're saying.
No, I mean, but
You said no, they're going Big Sean, not them.
Ypsilanti used to be, but Ypsilanti is just like Compton.
But they go. It is, but they still gonna get Eminem love. I mean, because Big Sean
and Arbor, you hear.
Hey, that Toby, Big Sean's on that Toby. And man, I'm telling you, man.
Big Sean is on Toby. Big Sean,
man.
And who's that new dude? I'm not dissing him. I like him because he always showed the city love, and he's starting to put. He's using this platform now. He feels a little more of an obligation to put more Detroit artists that's making a name for themselves, putting in work to put them on the map with him. That's cool.
Since we brought up Drake, I have to ask you guys a question and see if you guys actually have heard about this. There has been a leak. It's not even rumor, it's a confirmed leak at this point, going around that Drake is currently working on a sample or on a song with the sample of Man in the Mirror from Michael Jackson.
Hey, Lil Pork Chop been telling me about that.
Yeah, it's a confirmed leak at this point. How do you guys feel about that? What do you okay. Yeah, I'd rather ask, how do you guys feel about that before I say how I feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to hear the song. I mean, I'm not going, not. I mean, it's a lot of. I don't know.
What is his point? What is he trying to do? Is he trying to make a comeback? Is he trying to snap back at Kendrick?
Supposedly, there's some subliminal disses.
Supposedly, it's a diss track towards Kendrick.
Yeah, it's a subliminal disses. They're not saying it's a diss track. They're saying it's has subliminal disses in it.
It's a
but
diss
not
track.
Outright diss track.
It's a diss track.
It's his way of trying to escape getting
I don't
whopped
see him
again.
making another diss track.
I don't.
I see him leaving this alone now.
I see him moving on.
It wasn't a good decision for him to jump in anyway. Because it was a risky, I should say. It was a risky decision for him to even jump into this battle because he had everything. He had a lot more to lose than he did to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was already up here, right? So to jump into this battle was to do what for his career? Nothing.
Right.
He was taking far more risk than anybody else in the battle.
I can agree.
Than Kendrick was. It was much more of a risk for him.
But I wouldn't say that. Only because
did he have to win? What was it?
Complete control over.
What did he have to gain? If
complete takeover of the culture. If you could get Drake, Kendrick's side of the culture to side with you, you have complete control of the culture.
That ain't gonna happen. What would you say, D?
No, I don't think it was that. I really just think that, like you say, when you hear most people in my era, they talk about who your top three. It's always gonna be J. Cole and Kendrick first. There's nobody I know ever gonna put Drake first, right? So, in my opinion,
Kendrick, OG.
He said his generation. He said his generation. He was very specific.
OG likes J. Cole.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a J. Cole guy. He said that. He's a J. Cole guy.
Okay.
So, saying J. Cole, Kendrick, J. Cole. It's always been that. So, I don't think that Drake was trying to, get the following Kendrick followers. I just think that he was just defending his turf. Like, hey, look, I'm one of those guys too. So you got to respect me too. I'm one of those guys. I mean, that's it to me. I don't think he was trying to steal the crowd, though.
I tend to agree with you, but I guess my point is that it was a risky decision because he could have just left it alone and been okay.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Yeah,
there's far more to lose than there was to gain.
Right.
For Drake jumping in.
Now a lot of people.
I respect the fact that he jumped in, even though he got smoked. I respect the fact that he jumped in and gave it a shot. I mean, he was dropping some bars, and it was actually very competitive for a while until they not like us just
and see. How do you get back up? How do you get back up from that?
Let the smoke clear.
But I'm just saying, think about
the smoke to clear.
Come out with the save the world type stuff.
Like this is not his first time. This is not his first time going down this road, right? Losing.
It's not.
He's been down this road with Common. Common smoked him. He's down this road with Pusha T. Pusha T smoked him. Drake is never going to lose his followers. Ever. He's that guy.
No.
It's never going to happen.
He
smoked Meek Mill.
He smoked Meek Mill.
Yeah,
so did Diddy. So did Diddy.
He didn't really put up a good fight against. I don't even remember the Common battle, but he tried to make one comeback against Pusha T, and it was trash. It wasn't even a valiant effort. This time he put forth a valiant effort,
and
it almost came off like he started it.
It
almost came off like he picked the fight,
right?
But why?
Well, him and Common was beefing at the time when both of them were talking to Serena Williams. You know, Drake started off messing with Serena, and then Common went behind. And then I don't know if y'all remember that song, "Stay Steaming." That so Drake made a bar and it said, "It bothers me when the guys get to acting like the Bronx." And then Common came through and smoked him. It wasn't no competition. So it was light. It was like one song and then it was over. You know what I'm saying?
Quite as it's kept, Common to smoke a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, Common smoked ice cream.
Yeah, he a legend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Common ain't no joke. You gotta be careful with him.
Yeah, he smoked ice cream. But yeah, that was I don't even remember that battle. I do remember the Pusha T because Pusha T gave him the business.
Yeah.
And his comeback was the Pusha T Drake battle was the opposite of Drake Meek Mill. Because Drake dropped back to back and Meek Mill's comeback nobody even remembers. It was just so
and Pusha T done pushed that man into a damn 60 Minutes interview.
And when Pusha T smoked him, it was like his comeback was like
Pusha T almost gave him an interview with Barbara Walters. Like that was bad.
Right?
That was bad.
Now Kendrick comes with a song that has and when I say hit, I say commercially success. Success. It was his biggest commercially successful song.
Absolutely.
First one that non-hip hop fans are fans of this song, right?
Right.
And then it just blows the battle over, right? Then he comes with a video with even more subliminal messages within it. Nail in the coffin. And
that was wild.
It was I mean it was the video is dope.
Yeah.
The Kendrick video is fire, man.
What he did during that A minor line in that video was just pure diabolical. Like that is the pettiest of pettiness.
We're excited to hear the song that he introduced before the actual song.
Yeah,
talk about a banger,
man. That snippet,
5-second banger.
I cannot wait for that snippet.
Like, yeah, what is this? I was trying to find that. Like, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Hey,
but
made me think of some of the stuff I got cooking in the studio. But okay.
Yeah, but I agree with you, OG. Like you say, he didn't have to go into it, but Drake is just that type of guy. I respect him because he don't run away from a fight. He don't run away from no smoke.
He did. I respect that
he did. No smoke.
When somebody punches you, you punch them back. Period.
Look, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if I got a 7'8", 400-pound man sitting in front of me, I'm gonna gracefully bow out. That's what Drake should have done, is just gracefully bowed out.
I don't think it was about, and I'm not saying it was about him being afraid of Kendrick or anything like that. I don't think he should have been. I think I think in fact he did hold his own for long enough to prove that he did belong in the battle. Absolutely. As far as that goes. My thing is, but what was to gain? Why though?
I think
what did you have to gain? You were already on top of the world.
See, I mean,
you got far more to lose than you did to gain. You can move up an inch, or you can move down a mile.
Okay. You on the block. Somebody pull your whole card. You going at him?
He picked the fight.
No, Kendrick picked the fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say K-Dot kind of started it.
Yeah, I think Kendrick started it.
Kendrick started it with the Not Like That song with Metro Boomin and Future.
Song came as a response to the J. Cole Drake song.
Yeah, that was a response because he straight up said no sneak dissing.
But
shooter. He was very clear on what he was doing and where it was coming from and why he felt that way.
Shooter, they never said a whole who was number 1, 2, and 3. They just said it's the big 3.
Yeah, and Kendrick knew exactly who they was talking about. Everybody knew who they was talking about. No one doubted who they were talking about.
And there was some sneak
but there wasn't no clear 1, 2, and 3 in that song.
There was some sneak disses in there though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't need to be clear. Yeah,
there was some sneak disses in there, and Kendrick caught it. And then if people, a lot true Kendrick fans was listening, going, "Is he talking about Kendrick?"
Uh-huh.
What about Kendrick? Right?
Yeah.
That's why Kendrick responded. Like, don't sneak this. You want to say it? Let's go.
Yeah.
I've actually had a lot of people ask me about the Eminem album because in the Renaissance, a lot of people are saying that in Renaissance he disses Kendrick.
Okay.
But I don't think he did.
I haven't heard it yet, so I don't know.
I don't think he did.
I don't see that.
In Renaissance, what I think he did
has too much respect for K-Dot.
In Renaissance, what I think he did is brought up how this beef is bringing real bars and everything back into hip hop.
Oh yeah,
I'll say that. They did. I mean, Drake's comeback forced Kendrick to dig in his bag of tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to come with bars.
Kendrick said, "Okay, I'm digging you. Okay, I'll show you what I'm really made of." Right, because he hadn't been coming with nothing,
right?
Which is why Kendrick had more to lose because he was too quiet too long.
Kendrick had more to win, though. Look at it.
I mean, yeah, but
my point is, if you win, how far do you move up? If you lose, how far do you move down?
Right.
Drake had far more. Drake win moves him up an inch. A loss moved him down a mile. With Kendrick, if he would have lost, he would have moved down an inch. But that he won,
he's up a mile.
Yeah,
he's up a mile, man.
And when it came down to it, Drake had one of two ways to go. He was going to either be Jay-Z after Nas, or he's going to be Ja Rule after 50. That was it.
But I'm just saying, but Drake, I don't think he moved down none. I mean, in our eyes, he did. But you think about the hottest chick in the game, one of them is who? Sexy Red. So he jumps on everybody is singing that song.
Everybody's singing that song, but everybody also is saying it's trash.
Hey, check this out.
Real hip hoppers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dejan is the master of segues right now.
Oh.
Because this ties into the BET Awards and the lack of talent in hip hop right now.
Okay.
And Sexy Red is at the top of that list.
Yeah, I don't like her. Now, Glorilla, she got a future.
Oh, she's at the top of that list too.
No, screw that. Whoever said that is wrong. Glorilla, if you actually listen to what Glorilla says and what she's doing, Glorilla, she got something going for her. And if she decides that she want to clean it up and go pure hip hop and not try to appease to a popular audience, Glorilla's going to go fire. She's going to go nuclear.
Okay, you think she'd do something against MC Lyte?
I don't know yet. She's too young in her career for me to make that statement.
MC Lyte was the same age.
Yeah, but at the same time, Glorilla is just showing what she has.
MC Lyte was younger when she started than Glorilla. So would you put Glorilla on the same stage as MC Lyte? Or Queen Latifah?
Even? Yes, just to give her the rub and to give her
put Glorilla on the stage with Queen Latifah.
Who the hell do you want her to learn from?
I'm going to say it's hard to judge what you're talking apples to oranges because you're talking two different audiences.
Yeah.
If I put Glorilla on the stage with Queen Latifah or MC Lyte, who's in the crowd? Who did they come to see?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to tell you who's going to have the better response.
Exactly.
If they all in their 50s, then Glorilla don't stand a chance. But if they all in their 30s or under, then she does.
When it comes to style,
because nobody. No, that's not the problem. That's music. That's music. That's not. No, that's music. Because right now, Queen Latifah and MC Lyte ain't got no new music.
No,
they ain't got music. They these 30 and unders. No, they don't even know. They don't even know. They probably know one MC Lyte song. Roughneck might be the only song they know.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Latifah, they probably gonna say, "I ain't know she was a rapper."
Oh,
right.
I remember her from Star.
So
what I'm saying, I mean, that's it.
But Glorilla, they gonna know all the Glorilla songs.
If I want Glorilla to grow and develop,
in front of to answer your question as to who would have the better response from an audience.
Yeah,
right. Now, that's true. Queen Latifah, to me, and MC Lyte too older. I would have went down the line of saying like maybe like Little Kim or Foxy Brown, somebody like that. Maybe Khalees, because they're more younger. They're closer to
but for me, hold on. For me personally, though, when it comes to like or not the MC Light, sorry, the Foxy Browns, the Lil Kims, when I'm looking at the differences between Glorilla and a Sexy Red, I see Sexy Red going that path of Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. She's more promiscuous. She's talking that's her type of hip hop. You know what I mean? But Glorilla's not that. She's a street chick and she's talking street stuff. You know what I mean? Glorilla has she's the Kendrick Lamar. No, I'm not going to make that comparison. Hell to the no.
Okay, let me put it this
more
way.
Closely relatable to the actual streets than what Sexy Red is.
Okay, let me put it this way. All right. Drink Champs. They have Remy Ma on.
That's the one Glorilla can rub from.
And they asked Remy Ma, Lil Kim or Missy Elliott?
Missy.
OG, who you think she picked?
I don't know, but I would go with Missy.
Dejan?
She definitely picked Lil Kim.
Exactly. She picked Lil Kim.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably more her influence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But I would pick Missy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm picking Missy all day long.
I don't understand what your point is with that, though.
Yeah.
But bringing up Remy Ma.
Yeah, because when I'm thinking about Glorilla,
okay,
Remy Ma's more the direction I would go as far as if I want a Glorilla to have a mentor in the game, Remy Ma's the one I would hook her up with.
It's just the ratchetness of what
kind of.
It's the ratchetness of what Lil Kim and all of them represent.
I would say Foxy Brown.
To me,
I would say Foxy Brown. Only reason why I say Foxy Brown or Little Kim is because they were rappers. They were street, but they were seductive.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? They were real seductive. See, like Remy Ma, the Brat, them like that. They was gutter. They was street. They weren't showing no body. I mean, they had a little shape and all, but they wasn't really trying to get your attention like on some sex sales. See what I'm saying?
But that's my thing right there. That's my thing right there. With the women rappers, we've got too much in the sex sales.
Yeah, but what's the most popular website in the world right now? OnlyFans.
Besides what's on your mind.
I got a question, though.
What's that?
Have you heard Glorilla's latest CD?
Not the CD. I've heard a few of her songs.
Not the latest one.
I'm talking to Rob 45.
Oh, sorry.
Not the latest one.
Have you heard the one before that?
Have
you ever heard any of her whole?
The one with Fuck Niggas Free?
That's the one you listen to?
That's all that's really hitting.
So you listen to the whole album?
No, I ain't listened to the whole album yet.
Okay.
Take some time to listen to Glorilla. I swear to God, bro, your opinion is gonna change of her.
Okay.
That's me promising.
When people make an opinion like that, calling somebody trash or not talented and this and that, and never really heard them.
And see, my problem with this statement that there is no.
Did she belong on the BET Awards?
Yes. Glorilla, yes. Sexy Red, she's selling. She's what's popular.
That's what the BET Awards is for.
That's what it's all about.
Never hot today. It ain't about who you think is the best.
Tell me this, bro. How many future artists have you seen at the Oscars or at the Grammys? How many fresh faces?
I remember seeing Triple Six at the Oscars.
How many fresh faces have you seen perform at these events?
Hey, Jelly Roller Fresh Faces. He's been performing at everything lately.
Yeah, but that's Jelly Roll. I'm saying when it comes
everything, is he really fresh? How can you say that? That's like oxymoronic. He's a fresh face,
but he's everywhere. Yeah,
and then he's not a fresh face.
I'm just saying, in the last 2-3 years, okay, to people who really listen to music and everything, or who listen to that type of music, he's not fresh. Because I saw him a couple years ago at the Skyway Theater. And actually, he put on a better show than Scarface did.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so back to the subject of
can I keep it a buck? I'm gonna keep it a buck real quick, not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
The women hip hop to me right now, it's hot, bro.
Man,
It's
hotter than ever.
I mean, it's so much competition between the women right now. I mean, because we just talking about Glorilla and Sexy Red.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't even talked about Mulatto. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't talk about Big X the
chick.
Plug. We ain't bring up any of these other like younger artists, new artists that they're talking about in this whole segment that Big Ed brought up about the lack of talent in hip hop.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the women in hip hop right now anyway. You know what I'm saying? The women in hip hop right now, to me, I love it because there wasn't always a lot of, maybe more so in y'all era or Pop's era, I should say. It was more women hip hop, but in between there, it was just a little. You had, Foxy Brown, Little Kim, Remy Ma. That was it. Then you had Nicki Minaj. She held it down for a little while.
X.
Nobody, but you're right. But the hottest chick in the game, honestly, is
Trina,
Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Right, Trina. You see what I'm saying? But you got Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B. They hot right now, dude.
Yeah.
All we been talking about in hip hop is Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But the women are there.
They doing
it. They killing it. They hot. So I could care less about, she don't need to be there. She knew whatever. They hot right now. Let them go. Let them go.
I appreciate that perspective. I appreciate that perspective.
Yeah, I love that.
Because I'm 80s.
And I'm 90s.
Rob 45 is 90s. I was trying to not say Big Ed. He's 90s. And Joe, he's Tyler.
He's just everywhere.
I'm 2000s
He's Tyler the Creator. So it's good to have.
He's
with Gen Z that want to cancel Eminem.
No, hell no. Don't put words in my mouth like that. Damn. I gotta start calling you Johnny or something? Hold up. But hold on. Now, back to the subject matter.
Actually, Joe is back is modern day backpack.
Yeah, modern day backpack. I like that.
That's today's version of backpack. Yeah. So it's good to get a perspective that you just threw out, because Dejan is more into the mainstream hip hop, so to speak. He understands that market today a lot more than I do, and I think his perspective is fresh compared to what either of us would have to say.
I would agree.
Big Ed gonna always just, compared to the 90s, 90s.
No.
Hey, bro, we got to pause this for just a second.
All right, because I got to go back onto the entire subject of the lack of talent in hip hop, and I got to hit that.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
So
go ahead.
Waze. You said you had a little something to say. You wanted to talk about the lack of talent in hip hop.
Yeah. Okay. So the statement there, I think, is more blanketed than anything, because to me, it shows a lack of looking for the talent in hip hop. A lot of these guys that are saying this are so focused on the past of hip hop, and they're using that as the barometer that to understand the evolution that the hip hop's currently going through. When I look at this new generation, this new, like the new XXL of class, you got Big X the Plug, you got that Mexican OT. These two cats are hot. And I don't know, OG, if you've had a chance to listen to Big X the Plug, I guarantee you he will be your new favorite artist. And the talent is all there. It's just what they're using as the barometer of current day's talent doesn't apply to current day music.
But does that feed into the conspiracy theory that the industry is pushing certain people? You know what I'm saying?
It's impossible to push certain people in today's technology age. You can't push certain people. Access is far too
bullshit.
We have far too much reach bullshit. And access.
Excuse my language, but
you can't.
The algorithm is crazy.
The algorithm is what you make it. That's the problem people forget.
And that's what a lot of people are.
The algorithm is based on your search histories. The algorithm is based on your taste.
All right.
So the algorithm is already messed up.
And more people right now are listening to Hands on Your Knees than Roughneck.
Well, more people are subscribed to OnlyFans
because
than they are to Hulu.
Is 40 years old.
but no, I'm not just talking about. I'm talking about.
Is 40 years old. Hands on Your Knees is 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why there's more people. There's a bigger audience in new artists. Younger people listen to music more than older people.
Okay, who should be a bigger artist, Rhapsody or Sexy Red?
Rhapsody ain't making anything right now.
Who should be a bigger artist, Rhapsody or Sexy Red?
Easy answer is Sexy Red because she's actually producing music. She's making music.
But
why would I listen to someone that's not making anything current? Why would I say one that's not making anything new?
My point is they're pushing the Sexy Reds and they're not pushing the Rhapsodies.
Because Rhapsody has nothing.
Because Rhapsody ain't talking about hands on the knees.
Rhapsody.
But you ever thought about it? You ever thought about it from this perspective? And like you said, we sit up and I hate to even bring this up, but we listen to Tupac and certain people talk about Illuminati and the sacrifices that you got to make to be in this industry. What if they just don't want to go that far?
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? What if they just like, you know what? I'm okay being right here where I'm at. And certain people that don't mind taking that leap because they got to do what they got to do. They got to eat.
Yes.
They want that fame. Some people rather just get the money. I'd rather just give me the money. You can keep the fame. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about who's being pushed. It's about, do you really want to be pushed? Do you want this? Because I got it for you. You got to do something for me. But I got it for you, and I'm just saying, we've heard this,
But you know what? And I want to piggyback off of that. First of all, marketing is a big part of it. And sometimes an artist has to have something to market more than your music. Right. But just to kind of put in a different perspective of what Dejan is saying from what how I interpret it. It's like in the bar business. Mm-hmm. I was told this a long time ago in the bar business. The hot club never lasts long.
Right.
Right? The hottest club in town is the hottest club in town for the moment. But the one that lasts forever is that middle of the road one. It was there before that club got here, and people got a little popular for a minute, but it was middle of the road. And then this hot club came, and this thing was still going right there because they got a clientele that's where they go. It's smooth. And then that hot thing dies off, and that plug's still going. It might pick up a little extra business because the hot one goes. And it's some people get that, and that's where they want to be. Mm-hmm. They want to be here because I can last longer here. When I get there, the average artist, and I'm not just talking hip hop and music, the average artist is 2 albums and out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very few. I mean, when you start talking about artists that got 3 albums, you're talking about big timers. And when you're talking about artists that got more than 3 albums, most of them are basically legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Icons.
True. I agree. I totally agree. And
so it's a short-lived game up here.
And you got to also look outside of hip hop as to why these types of sales are making these sales. Why is Sexy Red bigger than Glorilla? Because OnlyFans is bigger than Hulu.
I wouldn't say she's big. I wouldn't say she's bigger than Sexy Red. I just think that they're all relevant in their own ways right now. All of them are relevant. You know what I'm saying? Glorilla likes to twerk. Mm-hmm. I mean, Sexy Red likes to twerk. Glorilla likes to rap and look sexy. You know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion, she likes to rap and look sexy. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B. Now, Cardi B be dropping some bars.
Man.
He do. but she likes to look sexy.
She's highly underrated too.
It's just what it is. But there's no offense to the Rhapsodies and the MC Lights and the Queen Latifah's Rob 45. It's just that's not what's on the market right now. It's not hot. You know what I'm saying? It's no disrespect, but it's just not hot right now. You know what I'm saying? It's easy, like you say, to put something out there, like OG said, to last for a minute. Because how long do you really think Sexy Red gonna last? Let's just be honest.
Couple years.
I was gonna say, how long did Lil Kim last?
Lil Kim really only lasted a couple years. Foxy Brown only lasted a couple years.
But who was backing Lil Kim?
Puffy.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Who backing Sexy Red? Who got Sexy Red? I mean, Drake? Okay, fine.
Right.
But, okay.
OV
so she might.
I'm just saying.
But my thing is, we'll see. We'll see, because who's to say Drake really got that much power like that to make her last that long? He's jumping on a bandwagon. Drake is what you say, a colonizer. He's jumping on a bandwagon because she's hot right now. But when she fall off, you think he gonna sit right there and try to pick her back up? No. Drake knows how to jumpstart your career. He jumpstarted Lil Baby career. He jumpstarted. He came out there, he jumped on a song. J. Cole do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they the hot guys, but then it's on you now. So how long you really gonna last? See what I'm saying? So let's just enjoy it while it's hot and get ready. You know, that's just like the NBA. NFL.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? These guys only gonna be hot for so long.
Yeah.
But you got to make room for the new talent.
Speaking of some hot music, you got to go check out Lit Lance on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everything, iTunes, every platform. You can get it at Lit Lance. Know the Law. Produced by Rob 45. Shameless plug. Go check it out on every platform. Check it out. Lit Lance.
It's fire, y'all. It's a lot better than what y'all was going to expect. Check it out.
Yo. So Rob, what we got going next, man? That conversation, that was a great conversation, but I think we beat it with a baseball bat.
Check out Big X the Plug. One of my favorite new artists. I gotta give that young man a shout out.
He's gonna shout out Big X the Plug when I'm shouting out Lit Lance. I'm promoting my music.
I'm just saying, we gotta promote all of hip hop right now, man. All these young cats, Lit Lance, Big X.
Okay, so tell Big X the Plug to submit something to the Fatal Four.
No, Big X.
No.
Come work with Lit Lance. How about that?
Big X the Plug. But he's more underground.
Yeah.
See, the reason why OG like him is because the sample music.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? He's underground. He like the sample music that he rocks to. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I know his flavor. He might like it, but that ain't his type of. You know what I'm saying? But he'll respect it because he's hip hop. Hip hop, he gonna respect it. But you know, how long is he gonna last? But anyway, go ahead,
All right. This week in hip hop history.
This week in hip hop history.
Grand Hustle Records released the soundtrack to the film Hustle and Flow, July 12th, 2005.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Hey, and you know what? That's what Lil Lance compared what we doing in the studio to all the time.
Good movie, man. I remember I don't know what it was about that movie. I really wanted to see it. I guess I was starving for a hip hop movie and I hadn't seen one in a while. And I was at the theater waiting for the theater to open so I could go see it very first showing. I was damn near in the theater by myself. It may have been one or two more people in there, but I was there on the very first day it came out, the very first show. I was there to see that movie, and I was like, "Damn, that was good. That was better than I was expecting it to be."
No,
it was,
man. OG, can I ask you a question on that?
Yeah.
When you first saw it, in your mind, were you thinking this is going to be a cultural classic?
No, I was thinking that when I saw Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could see that one.
Yes.
But Hustle and Flow did change the game.
It was a game
the first hip hop award, the first Oscar that was awarded to a hip hop movie or a song was this one. So
yeah. Ooh.
Crazy.
Was it Hard Out Here for a Pimp?
Man.
Or Whoop That Trick?
It was
hard. I was going to say Whoop That Trick.
No, I mean, which song was it? Whoop That Trick or Hard Out Here for a Pimp?
No, it was Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
Yeah, it had to be.
All right.
Yeah. So 3 6 won an Oscar for that one.
Gotcha.
July 11th, 1974, Lil' Kim was born.
Okay.
July 11th, 1997, Timbaland and Magoo released their debut single, Up Jumps the Boogie.
Yeah, Magoo.
A legend was born.
Hey.
Timbaland was the legend. Magoo was. I shouldn't talk bad about the dead.
They say he was trash, but he was actually cold as hell.
He was subpar.
To me, he was cold.
Okay.
Anyway.
July 10th, 1990. Tragedy Gaddafi, formerly known as Intelligent Hoodlum, released a self-titled debut album. Who in the hell is that?
Well, my question
definitely could have skipped that. You definitely could have skipped that one.
July 9th, 1991. The Ghetto Boys released their fourth album, We Can't Be Stopped.
That was their fourth album?
Fourth album.
So they must be counting.
I think that was actually their fifth.
I think they're counting B Down. Because
that would actually be their fifth, wouldn't it?
No, I thought it would be their third.
Yeah.
I don't know. It says the Ghetto Boys released their fourth album, We Can't Be Stopped.
Huh.
Okay. There's one that I'm missing there because I'm missing one in there because I remember B Down. That would before they changed the spelling of their name. And then the Ghetto Boys, when they changed the spelling of their name, would read these Nikes. And then that one.
This the one with Bushwick on the stretcher.
Yeah, that's the one where my mind's playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
Well, it says it was their fourth.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh.
July 8th, 2008, Killer Mike released his third solo album, I Pledge Allegiance to the Grind.
Yes.
2.
Underrated. I'm low key a Killer Mike stan, so I guess my opinion don't matter on that.
I knew that. I don't even know why he said that was low key. No, it's not.
I'm a Killer Mike stan. I got a Greenwood card and everything. Like that's how much of a Killer Mike stan I really am.
Look, Waze, you ain't got no say in this one either.
Support Black banks.
I ain't mad at that.
July 8th, 1983. This is why you don't have no say in this one, Waze.
All right.
Houdini released their self-titled debut album, Houdini.
Okay.
I think that was actually their second. No, that's right. That was their first one.
Yep.
Because their second one, because that was the one with Magic Wand on it. That one wasn't actually that popular. It was the second album when they took off. That album, I think, was called Escape.
Okay.
That's where they took off. When they dropped Big Mouth and all of them, damn near every
Big Mouth.
Every Houdini song you know came off of that album and their next album. And they second and third.
Friends.
Yeah, that was on Escape. Friends, Big Mouth,
Rumors.
I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe.
Yeah.
Wait, that was Houdini?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh man, let me kick him out the meeting real quick. You know,
I'm sorry.
you
See,
ain't supposed
that's
to
why I
be
said
speaking.
you didn't have nothing to say on that one at
know
all.
You ain't supposed to be speaking when it comes to Houdini or Public Enemy. Just out the conversation you are.
We just might as well mute him every time we bring them up.
I'm sorry. I'm younger than y'all.
Never, man.
I'm sorry.
What
I was
happened?
born
Did
too late to care.
the freaks come out at
All
night?
I know is they can't sell out an arena today.
The Freaks Come Out at Night was on that same album.
Yep.
Hey, that album is a classic. That Escape album is a classic. Absolute. And I will say the C word because it deserves it. That is a classic hip hop CD.
Well, yeah, based off of what I'm hearing, it is.
This next one is also a classic. At least I consider it a classic.
That's where we get it.
July 7th, 1987. Eric B. and Rakim released their debut album, Paid in Full.
Oh, yeah, absolute classic.
Yeah, no doubt.
Told you.
Yeah, that was a game changer.
Yeah.
July 7th, 1998. Nore released his debut album, Nore.
Man, that's a name I haven't heard in a minute.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about, man? We talk about Drink Champs every week on the show.
No, we don't. We talk about Drink Champs. Like I said, that's a name I have not heard in a minute.
Okay. I just seen a video with him. I didn't know he was beefing with Nas at the time.
Me
that
neither.
Was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Me neither.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He was.
I was like, man, no wonder you drinking like this.
Now, this person he actually got a Legend Award on the Jennifer Hudson show. July 7th, 1986. Dougie Fresh released his debut album, Oh My God.
Okay.
Dougie Fresh is a legend, but never really had any. He doesn't. Another one of those where we talked about when you said that made him not hip hop at the time. But Dougie Fresh don't have any classic albums.
Not albums.
No.
He does have classic songs.
He's got some classic hits.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a classic album. No. He does not. But he's a legend in his own mind. But he has some classic songs though.
Right. July 6th, 1980. Somebody tied to Eminem. Not Eminem, but somebody tied to Eminem. Jewel Ortiz was born. He is one of the most underrated rappers I know right now.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
I'm sitting here like, man, this only got really quiet, man. That was uncomfortable.
And last but not least, from the Wu-Tang.
Oh.
July 1970, Inspector Deck was born. And that concludes this week in hip-hop history. So you know what that means?
What that mean?
That means, sadly, we got to bring the smoke session to an end.
Okay. I can get with it. We had a nice little discussion tonight.
We did.
It was a good show. It was a good show. I love it.
Man.
So to close the show out. Oh, did you have? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Done.
Go ahead.
You done?
I've been having you close the show out lately anyway, so.
But this time,
go ahead and take us out.
A little different. I'm gonna take you back. I'm taking you back on this one.
Okay.
Red pill or blue pill?
Let's go with the red pill.
Oh.
We going with the red pill. This is the Smoke Session 612, y'all. We out of here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, the Woods Network. D, want to thank you for coming in. I appreciate your perspective. That was that really freshened up tonight. Freshened up the show for me. And on top of that, y'all, I catch y'all on the other side. Peace.
I used to get feels on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze gats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck.
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the bud lyrics over harmony grit. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching, button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass whipping. Hey, I be kicking. You, son, you doing all the yapping, acting as if it can't happen. Your frontin' got me mad enough to touch something. You want from Shallon, Allen, and ain't afraid to bust something. So what you want, nigga? You want, nigga? I got a 6-shooter and a horse named Trigger. It's real, 94, rugged raw. Kicking on your goddamn doors.
Something like this.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Honey, shake your hips.
You don't stop.
Niggas pack